into it with another tutorial. This one, obviously this picture is a little bit tough because of what is going on with this before. I took this picture during sunset, so that's what's going on here. Obviously the tint on the red scale is super heavy, but we're gonna fix that. Let's start off in Lightroom, which we're in right now, and we're gonna start off with some presets. So, not good, not good, not good. Excuse me. No, I don't like it. No me gusta. No me gusta. I'm in the user presets. I'm trying to be in the Chirosi presets. Okay, I was like, why does it look kind of different? Okay. Yeah, this is gonna be a tough picture, you guys. I don't know what I signed myself up for. So far, I like Gabby a lot. I also like Naomi a lot. So let's do Gabby, right? And then let's do Naomi. Right? And then let's take it all the way down to the cold side. Maybe not all the way down. But let's make the tint a little more to the green side here. There we go. We're starting to look normal. Maybe let's put this back up over here. And then no, that's not gonna work. Let's keep the tint over here and let's bring this back a little bit over here. Now, additionally, I want to take off the grain because this picture, since it was taken in a dark setting, was already grainy. I don't need to add anything to that. So we're just gonna go down where it's got the grain. Oh, that's natural grain. Hold on, let me do before and after. Where did all this grain come from? Do you guys see that? I guess that's just the grain that the picture had, and it's just more enhanced because of the preset. Okay. Well, if that's what it is, then that's what it is. What are you gonna do, you know? But yeah, so I like this a lot now. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go ahead and mess with a couple of things, like her eyes, for example, here. We're just gonna lighten those up a little bit because I feel like they're definitely darker than they naturally are in real life in this picture. So we're just gonna use the little brush on the right hand side over here. If you didn't see me click on it, it's over here. And I'm just gonna bring up the shadows on my brush a little bit here, and making sure not to click on anything else, just the shadows. I'm just gonna color her shadows back into her eyes. I'm gonna color the shadows out of her eyes now, and then you can use the slider to control how much shadow you take in or you take out or you bring in. I'm gonna take it all the way up since at the lowest level it just wasn't doing anything much. I like this. Yeah, I like this a lot. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go control click this picture, and then I'm gonna click edit in Adobe Photoshop. So we're gonna actually, hold on, let me make sure that I don't want to bring it a little more to the green side. Okay, so maybe a little bit more to the green side, right? But then let's take down the saturation a little bit. Okay, so let's do before, after. Alright, so now that we're in Photoshop, we're just gonna go to filter, we're going to go to liquify, and we're gonna play around with some features a little bit. So some girls like their lips a tiny bit bigger and their nose is a tiny bit tinier. So I just like to play around with that a little bit, just to, I don't know. Anyway, so after I've done that, I'm gonna go ahead and start editing the skin. Actually, before we start editing the skin, let's just play around with the color a little bit more here. Let's go to layer, let's go to new adjustment layer. Let's click on selective color. I'm going to click OK. I'm gonna go on blacks. Let's see, what do I wanna do with the blacks here? Do I wanna bring back the little pinky to honor what she started out with? Do I want to take it to the negative blues? Magenta? Let's put this at 0. This is so confusing for me, you guys. Oh god. I think I do like the blue, so let's do a -1 on the blue here. And that's pretty much it. We're gonna lower the opacity on this a little bit. And I think the last thing I do want to do is probably, let's see if we don't want to add a gradient map to this big. Not that one, obviously. Something a little bit more subtle. Maybe this one. I don't know. It's just, yeah, I'm not really feeling it. So never mind. Cancel on that. Cancel on that. All right. So let's just get straight to editing the skin then, shall we? So we're gonna go to actions. We're gonna go to frequency separation, which, if you don't know how to do frequency separation, I have other videos on my channel that show. So the last video that I did, I'm pretty sure that one teaches you how to do frequency separation from the start. So go ahead and click on that video. Okay, what's going on here? Let's do that again. We might have to do frequency separation from the start because my computer might be being a little slow today. Okay, never mind. We just had to use a different frequency separation button. Anyway, long story short, this is the shortcut to do frequency separation. If you don't know what it is, it's a skin editing technique, and it's the skin editing technique that I use. If you want to learn how to do it from scratch, like I said, watch my other videos. Like, watch the last video that I made. Today, we're skipping all that. We're going to assume that you already know how to do frequency separation by being here. So I like to use the mixer brush tool when I do frequency separation, and that's going to be under this, under the paintbrush tool. You just option click that until you get the mixer brush tool. And then you just make sure that your settings are the same as mine at the top here. And that should prepare you to get to editing. So what I'm doing right now is I'm using the mixer brush tool to basically just mix in the coloring of her skin. I already took the opacity off of the texture layer. So what we're doing now is just mixing in the texture of the skin, and with the texture layer taken off a few, it just makes it a lot easier to see what you're actually doing with the coloring of said skin. So let me make my brush a little bit bigger here so that we're not missing anything. A brush that's too big is not good, and a brush that's too small is also not good. Excuse me. Sorry. I was gonna forewarn you guys, but the sneeze came before I could stop it, so I apologize. So right now we're just doing her body real quick. Sometimes I like to start off with the body, and I think most of the time I like to start off with the body, simply because the body is like way easier to edit than the face. Simply because you've got bigger parts of the skin that are just, you know, it's easier to run a brush through a large area of skin, right, than it is like a smaller brush on smaller areas of the skin, because the face requires a lot more work. It requires a lot of attention to detail. So I like to save that best part for last. But obviously there's no method to the madness. It's just a matter of whatever. Alright, so let's just fast forward this part so you guys don't have to watch me doing every little thing, but you guys get an idea of what I'm doing here, right? Alright, let's go. Alright guys, so I've gone ahead and I've finished editing the color part of the skin. Now what I've gone ahead and done is I clicked on the texture. I clicked on my little healing tool brush over here on the left side, and now I'm going to start option clicking pieces of skin that are like nice and pretty and clear, and I'm going to use that to take away any pieces of skin that are blemished. So option click, clicking away blemishes, option click, blemish, be gone, option click, blemish be gone, option click, blemish go away. Oh, why are these blemishes on this side being a little difficult? Here, let's use this brush again really quickly over here. Ideas me, you're not on texture, on color, you're supposed to use it. Okay, there we go. Sorry about that little mistake, you guys. Alright, blemish be gone. Make sure that her makeup is well blended over here. Okay, did we miss anything? Did we miss anything at all? Let's zoom out and see what we're looking like here. No, I feel like I like. Let's see what it looks like before, after, before, after. I feel like somehow I took down her cheek. So let's bring her cheek back up with this mixer brush tool. Let's blend her cheek back into reality. Blend it up, blend it back up, blend it back up. So you have to be really careful with when you're using this mixer brush tool, because the natural contours and highlights of the face are what make, you know, are what create the structure of the face. So sometimes if you blend in one area into the wrong area, you can have ended up with a completely different face, which is basically what happened here. I blended the highlight of her face too much into the contour of her face, so she looks like her cheek was sagging, and we don't want that. I feel like I might have fixed it now a little bit. Now what's this little dot right here? I'm not digging this. ¿Qué es esto? No sé arreglar eso. Okay, quiero algo más pequeño. Ahí está. I think texture might have caused this, therefore texture might be the one to fix this. Option, click it away, please, somebody. Click this away, somebody, please. Okay, so now let's look from afar and see what's going on. Okay, I feel like I'm digging what's taking place here. Alright, you guys, so this is pretty much the finished image then. I hope you enjoyed the tutorial. Hope you learned something, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. Oh wait, before we leave, let's just fix one more thing on the forehead right here. I don't like how that looks. Let's blend that in a little bit more. Making sure we're clicked on color. We're just going to use our mixer brush tool one more time just to blend in the shadow on her forehead right there, so it doesn't look like some odd line that doesn't make any sense. There we go, I think. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Bye.